coy smile. Oh, darling, they say I ruin men with just a look, but you begged for it. He saw my gloves, silk, black and tight, said I look dangerous under the light. But danger's not dressed in flame or ice. She wears perfume and rolls the dice. He asked my name, I said tonight, then sipped my drink like it held spite. With every wink his collar burned. Poor little heart, it never learned. Velvet and vice, sugar and sting. I don't need diamonds, I wear the ring. I'll steal your breath, I'll blur your view, and leave you loving what wasn't true. Hearts were made to twist and sway, and I don't stay past cabaret. So kiss me once, forget me twice. I'm just a dream in velvet and vice. He wrote a poem all soft and sweet, but darling, I dance with faster feet. Love's no ballad, it's a scheme, and I'm the twist inside your dream. He called me cruel, I said perhaps, then fixed his tie and called a cab. I never lied, I just played fair. It's not my fault, he lost the dare. A stolen breath, a single dance. Velvet and vice, wild and refined. I leave no trail, no ties to bind. You'll toast to me when nights are long, a haunting lyric in your song. So raise a glass, forget the price. You fell for silk and paid in ice. One kiss, one smile, then rolling dice. That's love, my dear, velvet and vice. Now run along, the next fool's waiting.
Cried once, but only in pearls and champagne.
You held me close in a midnight waltz, promised the moon with sugar-coated faults. You said I sparkled like a Paris night, but stars fall to love out of spite. Your lips were sweet, but they told me lies, wrapped in tuxedos and alibis. You danced me around in your dizzy game, but darling, I don't break the same. Champagne tears on a velvet cheek, a quiet sigh, not a desperate shriek. I toast to love with a broken glass, then laugh like it's all just class. No more waltz, no more rhyme, I've aged like wine, you're out of time. So sip your guilt, my dear, and cheers to silk goodbyes and champagne tears. I wore regret like a satin glove, tied on my skin, just not quite love. You brought me roses, red and proud, but thorns speak louder than vows aloud. A girl like me don't beg or chase, I leave my sorrow dressed in lace. The curtain falls, the trumpets fade, another act, another shade. Champagne tears, but I still shine, each drop a verse, each hurt a line. I'll dance again in heels and grace, with no more ghosts to chase. So write your blues, I've sung mine clear in smoky clubs when no one hears. You lost the song, I kept the years, wrapped in silk and champagne too.
Good night, darling. Next time, don't love a girl with her own spotlight.
You should have known, darling, diamonds never beg to be held. He said, stay with that velvet voice, like I was some fragile little choice. But sugar, I'm no damsel sighing, I dance better when I'm not crying. He brought me pearls and vintage wine, tied me up in a glittering line. But sweetheart, I'm silk with a seam of steel, you never quite knew the deal. Velvet exit, heels on fire, kissed him once, set the place on fire. Love ain't love if it's just pretend, so I made my grand red lip 10. No tears here, just a smoky smile. I was dancing solo all the while. Raise your glass to the girl who knew when to waltz and when to bid adieu. He liked my laugh more than my mind, left me waiting half designed. But darling, I read him like a play. Scene 1, sweet scene 2, stray feathers fall, and so did I. Once or twice, but never shy. He thought he'd dim my little flame, but honey, I burn in my own name. Tell the band to play one last refrain of golden lies and midnight pain, then shut the lights, let curtains drop. He lost the script, I kept the plot. Velvet exit, bold and sweet, left him spinning on his velvet seat. Love's a game and I learned the trick, never bet on a boy too quick. So here's my bow with flair and poise, no more noise from broken toys. He was a line, I was a theme, a velvet exit from a velvet dream. Goodbye, darling. Try not to trip on your own charm. He said he liked sweet things, so I became the spice. I met him under moonlight silk, lipstick red and voice like milk. He danced too close with hands too smooth, but darling, I was born to move. He said, you're danger in a dress. I smiled, guilty more or less. He thought I felt like every dame. Oh sugar, I was playing the game. Cinnamon lies, honey on the tongue. He thought he'd caught me, but I'd already run. Hearts like his are bought and sold. Mine's a mystery dipped in gold. I blew him kisses through cigarette smoke, left him laughing, then he broke. He sang love like a lullaby, but I saw the truth in a wink goodbye. Whispered dreams in borrowed lines, like cheap perfume and motel signs. But babe, I've heard them all before, romance wrapped in a metaphor. He brought me roses, thorns and all, but I don't flinch, I let them fall. I let him think he'd won my heart, a lovely role, a leading part. Some girls cry when love is done, but I toast the end with gin and fun. He'll call me cruel, he'll call me sly, but never boring, oh my. Cinnamon lies wrapped in lace, he chased a ghost he couldn't trace. I danced through shadows, lips like wine. He kissed a curse, dressed up divine. So when you see me twirl and sway, know I loved him in my own way. The stories end and curtains fall, and I was never his at all. Tell him I said, sweet dreams, sugar.
I don't walk, I waltz into a room with perfume, whispers, and velvet doom. Boys tip their hats, girls hold their breath. My smile flirts with life and flirts with death. I sip my gin with painted grace, a Mona Lisa smirk upon my face. Don't ask my name, just ask the tune. I'm the jazz that dances with the moon. Feathers in my hair, rules in my hand. I play hearts like a swinging band. I kiss like secrets dressed in pearls. But oh, I never stay your girl, 'cause red lip rules. No promises made, I charm, I vanish like martinis fade. Red lip rules, I'm silk and flame, a midnight queen with no last name. So catch me, love me if you dare, but I was never really there. Champagne glances, finger snaps, I pull the strings, no strings attached. My love's a bet, a sleight of hand, a rose in bloom that never lays. She says tell me lies, so I do it sweet, to a syncopated, scandalous beat. No maps, no vows, no Sunday shoes, just a red lip grin and headline news. Red lip rules, no tears, no trace, just laughter echoing through the place. Red lip rules, I haunt, I glide, a jazz refrain you'll never ride. I try to tame me, darling, please. I waltz away with your house keys. I don't love cruel, I love like art. I'll sign your name on my fractured heart, but I don't break, I bend the night, a chandelier caught in candlelight. Red lip rules, that's how it goes in fishnets, rhythm, and marabou prose. Red lip rules, don't ask me to stay, I'm just the music you can't replace. So pour your love and miss the cue, 'cause I only dance with the chosen few. Now be a darling and forget me, won't you? That's rule no one. Tick, tick, darling, don't fall in love with the sparkle, it burns. He said I laughed like champagne spilled, with a scent like danger sweetly distilled. My heels clicked secrets on marble floors, but he still knocked on my heart's closed doors. My gown was silk, my smile was sly, he didn't blink when I walked by. 1,000 men, but he stood still, the only one I wished would kill. Velvet cigarette, smolder slow, love's a game you learn below. He lit my lips, I lit his fuse, oh darling, hearts like ours don't lose. Velvet cigarette, kiss and cry, dance me once then say goodbye. He called me flame, I called him fool, in midnight clubs we bend the rules. He said I looked like 5 a.m. sin, with lips that ask, shall we begin? But sugar, I've been born and burned from men who never quite returned. He gave me glances rough and raw, but never asked what I was for. A love like this is dressed in black, it kisses twice, then don't look back. They say don't fall for girls in lace, they're dressed in lies, not built for grace. But darling, when the curtain drops, it's me you'll hear in jazz time pops. Velvet cigarette curled in smoke, every vow we softly broke. I drank his name, he sipped my soul, but never once did we lose control. Velvet cigarette, golden gray, he danced then turned and walked away. Love like this is short and sweet like jazz, it ends on perfect beat. He never stayed, but oh, he clapped the loudest. Pop goes the cork, and so did my heart that night.
He said, you wear trouble like a velvet glove, with a grin like the moon and a shove to the shove. I laughed like pearls spilled down a stair, said, darling, beware, I'm far from fair. He bought me roses, but I kept the thorns, danced me dizzy through silver morns, said I kissed like a blackout in satin skies. But baby, I just told champagne lies, champagne lies in crystal flutes, sweet and sharp in tailored suits. I played coy, he played along, but we both knew we played it wrong. Champagne lies, oh, what a toast to every ghost I love the most. He said forever in a smoky bar, but left my love in a mason jar. I wore my heartbreak on diamond sleeves, told all the truth that no one believes. They called me siren, sinner, star, but all I wanted was who you are. So here's my lipstick on your glass, a kiss from someone made to pass. Don't chase a girl who dreams and flies, especially one who lives on lies. We danced through rules, we danced through rain. I knew the pleasure, he knew the pain. But darling, jazz has no goodbyes, just one more verse in moonlit skies. Champagne lies poured in gold, stories young and far too bold. He wrote forever on my thigh, but read it once, then let it die. Champagne lies and teardrop tunes, we kissed beneath those reckless moons. So raise a glass to nights gone by, where love was just a lovely lie. Cheers, sweetheart, you were almost real. Sipped my gin with a side of sin, and darling, that's how all good tales begin. He had a hat too sharp and a smile too wide, walked in like trouble with nowhere to hide. Said, I bet your heart's as cold as ice. I said, only when the mood is nice. He lit my smoke with a stolen spark, waltzed through the chaos like it was art, and every word was dressed in silk, but the truth as bitter as sour milk. I gave him my velvet alibi, wrapped in lace and a sideways sigh. He thought I'd stay like perfume in air, but love like mine just isn't fair. We danced to lies in 3/4 time. He stole the rhyme, I kept the crime. So if he weeps, well, let him cry. I was his velvet alibi. Red lips like a loaded gun, said don't fall deep, we're just having fun. But oh, the way he called my name made even poker feel like shame. He asked for truth, I gave him flair, wrote love letters on midnight air. He left a rose on my windowsill, I pressed it flat with a silent thrill. There's magic in the masquerade, where every promise starts to fade. He wanted real, I gave him show, and vanished before he'd know. I was just his velvet alibi, a dream in heels that kissed goodbye. No tears, no chains, just one soft lie, that I was ever his to try. So raise a glass to dames like me, who love like jazz and leave like sea. He'll chase the tune
but never why, 'cause I was just his velvet alibi. Darling, the show's over, but wasn't it divine? The lights were low, my gloves were white. He said stay for just one more night. He waltzed in with a silver tongue, a voice like smoke from a song unsung, tipped his hat and kissed my hand. Oh darling, I should have made a stand. He said I looked like dangerous grace. I smiled and hid my real face. He poured the wine, I played my part, and felt the crack inside my heart. It was one sip too late, one look too deep. He stole the secrets I meant to keep. One word too sweet, one side too real. Now I'm the one who starts to feel. He danced away with my regret, lit his cigar and said forget. But love's no game, no twist of fate, just one sip too late. He wore a lie like a tailored suit, charming as sin and twice as cute. I told myself just one affair, but love, my dear, is never fair. His cologne still haunts my lace. His shadow lives in that cafe place. I left my heart beneath the chair, along with all I didn't dare. Oh, I played the queen, I played it well, with rouge and secrets I'd never tell. But queens still bleed when cards go wrong, and smile while hiding tears in song. One sip too late, one kiss too near. He vanished fast, left echoes here. One laugh too soft, one touch too slow. Now every night it starts to show. He danced through me like old champagne, left lipstick on my window pane. He called it fate, I called it ache. Just one sip too late. Darling, you were never mine to lose, just mine to remember. He wore his promises like perfume, sweet, lingering, and gone too soon. Midnight heels on marbled floor. He tipped his hat, I asked for more. His words were silk, his smile was sly, but velvet love can say goodbye. We danced like secrets in the dark, a stolen glance, a fading spark. He said I looked like a danger song. He wasn't right, but he wasn't wrong. Oh darling, don't you sigh for me, I'm just a page in your mystery. I wear heartbreak like red wine, a little bold, a little fine. You kiss me like a sweet regret, a song you wish you could forget. But I remember every lie, your velvet goodbye. He promised Paris, rain and rings, but dreams are such expensive things. I lit a cigarette of grace and watched him fade without a trace. The moon knew better than to stare, the stars were silent in despair. I left my tears in someone's glass, a toast to love that doesn't last. If I were cruel, I'd beg him stay, but even roses wilt that way. And so I dance
still sipping on my wine. So darling, don't come back to me, I've sealed you in a melody. Your name still hums inside my gown, a lullaby that lets me drown. You kiss me like a sweet regret, but you're the one who can't forget. I turned away and didn't cry that velvet goodbye. Became the fire. He walked in like midnight sin, slick shoes and a half-drunk grin. Said my name like a melody, but I knew the script, he'd ruin me. Velvet smoke, his every breath, a lullaby that spelled my death. He never kissed me in the light, only behind curtains of night. Oh, pour me pain in a crystal glass, stir it slow like a spell that lasts. He loved like jazz, offbeat, untrue, beautiful chaos in navy blue. Oh, hearts like his don't ask, they steal, leaving lipstick ghosts on every deal. I should have run, but I just spoke. Darling, light me like velvet smoke. He sang sweet lies in minor keys. With every please he'd aim to tease. A gentleman with hollow eyes who wore his truths in thin disguise. I danced, I laughed, I broke, I burned. Too late, the lesson never learned. He vanished with the rising sun, left behind perfume and no one. He said love's a game, a silent bet, where rules are made to breed regret. But in his arms I found my vice, a warmth that cut like winter ice. Oh, velvet smoke, you fade too fast, like songs that ache but never last. He was a dream with fangs and flair, a whispered vow that wasn't there. So raise your glass to charming pain, to hearts that beat and break in vain. I'll toast the lie, inhale the choke, and disappear in velvet smoke. No fire ever burned so slow, yet left me ashes head to toe. He offered me a drink and a secret. I took both with a smile.
He wore a tie like a noose with flair, lit his lies with a devil-may-care, cuffed in charm and danger's grin. Darling, I dove right in. He said, "Your trouble wrapped in lace." I said, "You like a losing race." He poured champagne, I played coy. Two hearts dancing, one's a ploy. Oh, champagne and daggers, baby, that's our style. Love with a smirk and a sin every mile. I kissed him once, he kissed me twice. We gambled hearts on loaded dice. But sugar, oh sugar, don't you forget, I'm the sweetest danger you've ever met. Toast to the thrill, toss back the strife. Here's to a cut glass, love, and a dangerous life. His promises came dressed in silk, tasted like lies and honeyed milk. He danced like a man on trial, every step a wicked smile. He told me love was just a game, I played the queen, he burned the flame. But when he left with half my heart, I wrote his name in broken art. We waltzed through schemes, past velvet ropes, tangled in dreams and slippery hopes. He dealt in secrets, I dealt the show. And darling, what a way to go. Oh, champagne and daggers, sharp and sweet. Every kiss a war, every touch deceit. He left with diamonds, I kept the fire burning like a high wire liar. So light that match and raise your glass to the kind of love that never lasts. I'll be the shadow in your light, the whisper in your jazz-soaked night. Darling, never play fair with a woman who wears red gloves.
About your silver tongue,
But sugar, I always did love danger. You wore charm like a tailored suit, with every word so sharp, so cute. Told me I was your only game. Baby, I danced and took the blame. Your smile a crime in velvet gloves. You whispered lies like stolen doves. I knew your truth it wore disguise, but oh how sweet those velvet lies. Velvet lies in midnight bars, kisses so like fallen stars. I knew your love was rented time, still I poured my heart like wine. Darling, don't say we were wrong, we just didn't last that long. So toast to tears and silken ties, I'll always miss your velvet lies. You danced too close, I played too cool. We made a heaven out of rules. You said forever's just a song, still I stayed a note too long. You wrote our fate in cafe smoke, I kept the ash, you burned the joke. Love was jazz too fast, too wise, but I still hum those velvet lies. Flashing lights and love that only lives at night. Velvet lies and silent phones, perfume ghosts and lipstick tones. We danced, we sighed, we lost the plot, but baby, oh, we gave it hot. So if you dream in black and white, think of me in soft spotlight. With every tear that glamour dries, you'll taste again my velvet lies.
like a memory. You were the smoke, but I was the fire.
You came in like a promise on a silver tray. Eyes like mischief, lips like cabaret. Said love was just a silly little bet. Oh darling, I lost more than I could get. You tipped your hat, I lost my pride. Play the fool in heels too high. Your charm was jazz, slick and tight, and I was gone before the second night. Champagne, regrets, and crystal flutes, dancing alone in satin boots. The band played slow, the lights burned low, but I wore that heartbreak like a show. Cheers to the lies wrapped in tuck's appeal. 2 kisses sweet but never real. I won't cry, I just forget, with bubbles in my champagne raid. Champagne regret. You said forever like a stage line cue, and I clapped for every word that wasn't true. The night was young, the room was blind, but I should have read the warning in your wine. Now I toast to empty chairs and velvet ghosts. Raise my glass to all I miss the most. You played me like a vintage song, but baby, I was swinging all along. If love's a show, then we were just the scene, a flickering reel in sepia dreams. And though the curtains falling slow, your shadow still steals my soul low. Champagne, regrets, and feathers torn, a heart still dancing though it's worn. The band plays on, but not for two. This spotlight's mine, not meant for you. So here's to the girl you won't forget, with lipstick stains and no regret. I toast alone in silhouette, to love, to lost, to shame. Goodbye, my darling, you were never mine to keep.
In a sultry whisper,
Don't fall in love with a woman who dances in shadows. We vanish before the kiss ever lands. I wore white gloves and a crimson grin, sipped your secrets like vermouth and gin. You swore I was the only one, darling, that's how the game's begun. You held my hand like a violin, but never learned the strings within. I dipped, I spun, I leaned in close and let you toast to a ghost. We're dancing through champagne shadows, where every yes means maybe so. I wink, I laugh, I change my name, 'cause sugar, I adore the game. Hearts like cards, a velvet show. You bet on love, but lose it slow. Don't chase a flame that's made of smoke. I vanish just before you choke. Your words were lace, your touch was light, but darling, I dine with thieves at night. You brought me roses far too late. I left my heart at the stage door gate.
You kissed me like a closing scene, but love's no script, it's in between. So take your bow and exit fast. This little dream was never meant to last. You thought you caught a star in flight, but I belong to velvet night. No man can cage what won't be tamed. Just call me danger, never dame. In these champagne shadows we reside, where broken hearts know how to hide. A final glance, a whispered lie. You'll toast to me until you die. No strings attached, no vow to keep, just stories whispered in your sleep. And when they ask you of my name, just smile and say, she played the game. Tell them I danced, don't tell them I cried. He called me trouble, but darling, he lit the match. I wore red lips and midnight pearls. He strolled in late like all the wrong girls. He asked for fire, I gave him spark. We sipped champagne and danced past dark. He talked of ships, of silver moons, played jazz like lies in smoky tunes. But I don't cry for men who stray. I just paint my lips and look away. Cherries and cigarettes, love in disguise. We flirted like spies under flickering skies. He said, your danger wrapped in lace. I laughed, but darling, not to his face. He danced like heartbreak, sweet as sin. A tango I won't sing again. One last kiss in a mirror-lit bar. Cherries and smoke and a love from afar. He left a note with no return, a lipstick print, a slow burn yearn. But don't be fooled by teardrop eyes. I wear my grief in grand disguise. The gramophone still plays our tune, but now I sway alone at noon. With every swing and every sigh, I toast to love and let it die. We were a secret too loud to hide, two silver lies dancing side by side. If I was cruel, I'd chase his ghost, but darling, I prefer my toast. Cherries and cigarettes, silk and regret. He's just a line in a song I forget. A whisper sweet, a shadow's grin. He left and I let the night begin. I danced through ashes, heels held high. Blew him a kiss, then said goodbye. No more tears, no alibis, just cherries and smoky goodbyes. Oh, cherries and cigarettes, and lovers I don't regret. In Snow-Triton, he said I had lips like cherries but sugar always hides the poison. Satin gloves and shadowed eyes, dancing in silk under mirrored skies. He lit a match, I lit a smile, but love only lasted a little while. He said I was a song too sweet, a rhythm made for him to cheat. Smoke curls in the shape of Y, and I never learned to say goodbye. Cherry lips and cigarette lies, he kissed me soft with alibis. I wore heartbreak like a velvet coat and floated on the tears I wrote. Cherry lips in a crimson haze, we burned too fast, a lover's blaze. The record spins, but time won't stay. He danced, then disappeared by day. The bar was dim, the gin was dry. He toasted love, then told a lie. I played the game with lace delight, but lost the man I held too tight. My heels clicked down this empty lane to the rhythm of a love in vain. The trumpet weeps the notes I fake for every promise he would break. Whispers like a memory. He kissed me like I was a secret. Cherry lips and cigarette lies, a love built under borrowed skies. His touch was brief, but burned so deep, I still wear it when I sleep. Cherry lips in black and white, we were wrong, but felt so right. Now I sway with a ghost in my eyes to cherry lips and cigarette lies. Cherry lips, goodbye. He whispered love like it was forever, but velvet words tear just the same. I wore my pearls in midnight grace, smile like secrets on my face. He held my hand with silver charm, but danger lingers in a lover's arm. A toast to nights that never end, to kisses sweet but just pretend. His eyes were jazz and sweet champagne, but promises dissolve like rain. Velvet whispers in the dark, a love that left a lipstick mark, danced me close and told me lies under chandeliers and satin skies. Velvet whispers soft and low, he said forever, then let go. Now all I hear through gramophone sighs are velvet whispers and last goodbyes. My heels tapped truths he couldn't face, each step a crack in love's embrace. He played his heart like old trombones, offbeat, charming, made of stones. A shadow now in every tune, his scent still haunts my dressing room. He loved me once, or said he did, but men like that are built to rid. He said I was unforgettable, then forgot me by morning. Velvet whispers on his breath danced me into love
love and death. The mirror cracked where he once stood. I'd trade the stars to change it if I could. Velvet whispers, perfume and pain, a melody I hum in vain. He left his song inside my sighs, just velvet whispers and long goodbyes. Velvet goodbyes. He said I was trouble in pearls and kissed me anyway. Silk gloves, red lips, a perfect crime. I stole his heart at 9:30. He wore desire like a tailored suit, but charm that's smooth always hides a brood. Champagne bubbles and reckless grins. He taught me love, then taught me sins. We danced in smoke and sweet regret. That night's perfume I can't forget. Champagne and cigarettes, lies in velvet silhouettes. He spun me round in sweet deceit, then vanished in the city heat. Champagne and cigarettes, a love I wish I never met. But darling, pain in satin gloves still hurts like real love. I played the part, a silver screen queen. The script was darker than it seemed. He whispered dreams in jazzy bars, then left me crying under stars. The band kept playing, no one knew that every note was laced with blue. He said, you shine, then dimmed the light, and left me dancing through the night. He never said goodbye, just left his scent and lipstick light. Champagne and cigarettes, my tears fell through his castanets. He played my heart like clarinet, a tune of longing and regret. Champagne and cigarettes, a waltz with ghosts and silhouettes. But darling, even broken dreams still waltz in sequin scenes. He played me like a hand of cards, and baby, I let him take. I wore a dress of midnight blue. He raised his brow like lovers do. He asked my name, I said tonight. He smiled and poured the gin just right. We danced beneath the chandelier. He whispered lies into my ear, a gambler's charm in velvet thread. I should have left but stayed instead. Velvet gambler, kiss and bluff. You made sweet words feel rough. Slick with charm and cigarette smoke, you turn romance into a joke. Velvet gambler, slick and sly. You kissed me once, then told goodbye. But darling, I still wear the sting of loving you was everything. I traced his lies in lipstick red. The promise is still in my head. He bed my heart like poker chips and sealed his win with poison lips. Now every bar plays our old song. The saxophone just sounds all wrong. The lights still dim, the gin still burns. But baby, you don't return. Love's a game, but I never learned the rules. Smooth the skies, you played with lies. You pulled the queen, I lost the king, but still I bet on everything. Velvet gambler, fade to black, I loved you once, no taking back. Your kiss was bluff, your smile a sin, and darling, I'd fall again. Oh, velvet gambler.
With a coy smile, oh, darling, they say I ruin men with just a look, but you begged for it. He saw my gloves, silk black and tight, said I look dangerous under the light, but danger's not dressed in flame or ice. She wears perfume and rolls the dice. He asked my name, I said tonight, then sipped my drink like it held spite. With every wink his collar burned. Poor little heart, it never learned. Velvet and vice, sugar and sting. I don't need diamonds, I wear the ring. I'll steal your breath, I'll blur your view, and leave you loving what wasn't true. Hearts were made to twist and sway, and I don't stay past cabaret. So kiss me once, forget me twice. I'm just a dream in velvet and vice. He wrote a poem all soft and sweet, but darling, I dance with faster feet. Love's no ballad, it's a scheme, and I'm the twist inside your dream. He called me cruel, I said perhaps, then fixed his tie and called a cab. I never lied, I just played fair. It's not my fault, he lost the dare. Stolen breath, a single dance. Velvet and vice, wild and refined. I leave no trail, no ties to bind. You'll toast to me when nights are long, a haunting lyric in your song. So raise a glass, forget the price. You fell for silk and paid in ice. One kiss, one smile, then rolling dice. That's love, my dear, velvet and vice. Now run along, the next fool's waiting.
I cried once, but only in pearls and champagne.
You held me close in a midnight waltz, promised the moon with sugar-coated faults. You said I sparkled like a Paris night, but stars fall to love out of spite. Your lips were sweet, but they told me lies, wrapped in tuxedos and alibis. You danced me around in your dizzy game, but darling, I don't break the same. Champagne tears on a velvet cheek, a quiet sigh, not a desperate shriek. I toast to love with a broken glass, then laugh like it's all just class. No more waltz, no more rhyme, I've aged like wine, you're out of time.
So sip your guilt, my dear, and cheers to silk goodbyes and champagne tears. I wore regret like a satin glove, tight on my skin, just not quite love. You brought me roses, red and proud, but thorns speak louder than vows aloud. A girl like me don't beg or chase. I leave my sorrow dressed in lace. The curtain falls, the trumpets fade. Another act, another shade. Champagne tears, but I still shine. Each drop a verse, each hurt a line. I'll dance again in heels and grace, with no more ghosts to chase. So write your blues, I've sung mine clear in smoky clubs where no one hears. You lost the song, I kept the years, wrapped in silk and champagne tears. Good night, darling. Next time, don't love a girl with her own spotlight. He said he liked sweet things, so I became the spice. I met him under moonlight silk, lipstick red and voice like milk. He danced too close with hands too smooth, but darling, I was born to move. He said, you're danger in a dress. I smiled, guilty more or less. He thought I felt like every dame. Oh sugar, I was playing the game. Cinnamon lies, honey on the tongue. He thought he'd caught me, but I'd already run. Hearts like his are bought and sold. Mine's a mystery dipped in gold. I blew him kisses through cigarette smoke, left him laughing, then he broke. He sang love like a lullaby, but I saw the truth in a wink goodbye. Whispered dreams in borrowed lines, like cheap perfume and motel signs. But babe, I've heard them all before, romance wrapped in a metaphor. He brought me roses, thorns and all, but I don't flinch, I let them fall. I let him think he'd won my heart, a lovely role, a leading part. Some girls cry when love is done, but I toast the end with gin and fun. He'll call me cruel, he'll call me sly, but never boring, oh my. Cinnamon lies wrapped in lace. He chased a ghost he couldn't trace. I danced through shadows, lips like wine. He kissed a curse, dressed up divine. So when you see me twirl and sway, know I loved him in my own way. The stories end and curtains fall, and I was never his at all. Tell him I said, sweet dreams, sugar.